Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we are taking a cheeky look at Cardano and specifically how Cardano will take over the unsustainable Ethereum market. So Chris, this is good old Charles Hoskinson at it again, talking about how Cardano will take over the unsustainable Ethereum market. We're going to get into that and see exactly what is going on here. And if you do find it useful, informative, then do go ahead and hit that like button because we both really do appreciate that. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. But moreover, if you're specifically interested in Cardano, we have actually set up a Cheeky Cardano channel. You can find that in the link in the description of this video and also on our channel page. If you're after Cardano specific content, you'll find more of it over there. Right, so Chris, anything you would like to say before we hop on over to the desktop and see exactly what Charles Hoskinson is talking about here?
No, let's get straight into it, Nick.
Fantastic. So, Charles Hoskinson, Cardano will take over unsustainable Ethereum market. What is he talking about? Let's see. So, the Ethereum market model is fundamentally flawed and is unsustainable in the long term. This is according to Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, and Ethereum rival. He was the co-founder of Ethereum. I was just ahead of myself there, Chris, a little bit. But in a recent Periscope live stream, he criticized the DeFi sector, terming most projects as useless, dApps, which he believes are controlled by just a few people, NFTs, which of most are overpriced, and Ethereum's very high fees and slow transactions. And I mean, we set up 100 NFTs, didn't we, on Ethereum, and those were expensive fees. And man, when you're paying that kind of money, it needs to be fast, and it just simply wasn't, was it, Chris?
It really wasn't. It went like through a whole live stream.
It was going for, it was going for what, it was ridiculous. It was off the charts with the ridiculousness. So you can tell that Ethereum has problems, specifically if you try to do something that we did. So Hoskinson came out to defend Cardano against claims that it's a ghost chain. This is something that you hear a lot. We see it in the comments all the time. Laughing. Cardano is a ghost chain, and I don't even think they really even know what that means. So he's Cardano, is not a ghost chain, and Hoskinson came out to defend exactly why, right? So this criticism stems from its ever rising valuation, despite having no apps running on it, right? And according to Hoskinson, this criticism is deliberately misleading, and I totally have to agree with Hoskinson in this. It is misleading. It is kind of the FUD that's out there that unfortunately many do believe, and therefore recite. I think we refer to those as sheep, Chris.
Yeah, they're sheep. They just follow the crowd.
Absolutely. But the mathematician pointed out that Cardano is still in its very early stages, but despite this, enterprise companies are rushing to build on its network. He singled out New Balance, a global apparel giant, which has built a shoe authentication service on Cardano, which will be absolutely amazing. So Hoskinson is the founder of Input Output Hong Kong, which is incorrect from this article because actually it's now renamed as Input Output Global. They moved away from Hong Kong, and it was a global enterprise, which is what that's all about. So the company behind Cardano, right, and ultimately the fact that the foundation behind Cardano blockchain. So before he founded IOG, he worked for close to 2 years alongside Vitalik as the core developers who built Ethereum. However, he did fall out, and specifically over financing and governance issues. Hoskinson believes that Cardano embodies the heart of cryptocurrencies and that if it fails, the whole industry goes down as well. And here is his quote: "If Cardano fails, cryptocurrencies ought to fail because we're doing everything the right way. And we're doing it in a way that maximizes the nature of the system." So I actually have to agree, Chris, with Hoskinson on this front, because they've taken the time to kind of go back and take a step back and look at it all and actually look to kind of, if you were to build something from scratch, it's if nothing had existed, how would you go about doing it? What is the research that you'd go through? Get it all reviewed, peer reviewed at that, and, build it the right way. And it has been built the right way. And you can tell because there's very few issues. Now, obviously, not many apps have been built with it. But the more dApps that get built on there, maybe more issues will come of that. But when we look at things like Ethereum, the amount of issues that have been occurring there with bad code, hacks, dApps that just haven't, worked, or even outages outright. The high fees are hugely problematic, and they come, with something that is being utilized as much as it is. So it's a bit of a no-brainer that, you do need to take that step back and, look at the problems in the space and address them and make them better. So I do agree. And Ethereum will die out just like Netscape and MySpace did. And this is where, I think this is where it splits opinions, right? Will Ethereum actually die? Probably not. Let's be brutally honest about that. It will adapt and it will change. It's an entity in itself. It's, going to want to survive. Then it won't just go to zero or anything like that. But it won't be in the same kind of position that it is today. That much I'm pretty confident on. This is the same kind of thing that, you saw with AOL back in the day. It was your leading email client. However, now where is AOL? There still exists. There's still AOL email addresses out there, but they're very well unknown, and it's definitely not a top player. That is what I see Ethereum becoming. It may have been first to market, but it won't be there long term. So Hoskinson pulled no punches in his criticism of Ethereum. For one, despite claiming otherwise, most decentralized applications or dApps on Ethereum are in the hands of a very few small group of actors. Additionally, only a small percentage of dApps have users. The rest are ghost apps with no utility. In 2020, only 31% of new dApps were built on Ethereum. The trend will continue this year, if not for anything else, then for cost, he predicted. If the goal is rampant speculation, Ponzi schemes, no real use and utility, and no ability to scale to billions of people, I want nothing to do with that. The trends are there for people who are willing to see it. There are a few big players on Ethereum, and if they leave, what do you think will happen to Ethereum? Because I think it's Celsius. If you just imagine the amount of money that's flowing through there, the amount of money that they're paying in fees, which is obviously paid in Ethereum, what would happen if Celsius were to join Cardano? Well, that's a huge chunk taken away from Ethereum. So you have to look into that kind of stuff. Let alone the amount of apps that are being built elsewhere nowadays rather than Ethereum. So the current Ethereum market is based on shilling dubious projects and making as much money as possible. This model makes no sense. It's immoral, unethical, and should be illegal, he claimed. This model is the reason an NFT like 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗪 sells for 300,000 and other NFTs are selling for up to 6 million. Okay, so totally agree with that. Hoskinson went on to blast Ethereum as a project that risks dying off, just as many other heavyweights in the past have. These mega projects that fizzled out failed to evolve and serve their users' needs. So you don't believe me? Do something for me. Take out your BlackBerry phone, go to Yahoo on your Netscape browser, and search for MySpace profile. Right, because he hits the nail right on the head there. Where is BlackBerry? Yeah, they were the phone that you were using in business, but they failed to, adapt to change. Yahoo, similar problem. Netscape, well, you know what happened there, as you do with MySpace as well. So you can see his point here. And this is the latest, instance of Hoskinson hitting back against claims that Cardano is a ghost chain. Recently, he took to Twitter to reveal a Cardano ecosystem showing some of the big companies building on the network. They include governments like Georgia and Ethiopia, partners like PwC and Vacuum Labs, multinationals like New Balance, and DeFi markets like Algos and Bondly. So fantastic to see this kind of stuff going on. The more of this is, would be better. But yeah, the fact that people are calling them a ghost chain is just daft. It's beyond belief, really. But nonetheless, it is not quite on the same scale maybe as Ethereum, but that's a good thing, because Ethereum is full of bad actors, potentially doing lots of things that you wouldn't necessarily want. If we think back to where majority of the rug pull projects have happened in the past, what platforms were they built on? Anyone with a small amount of Ethereum and 5 minutes to spare can create your own cryptocurrency on the Ethereum network. It's incredibly quick, but it doesn't mean that the 8,913 cryptocurrencies that are out there are actually any good. You have to do your own research, guys. And I think ultimately that is what Charles Hoskinson is trying to say here, with the Ethereum market being unsustainable. It's not only because of the problems that are plaguing the network, but it's also to do with the people utilizing it. Chris, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, like I completely align with all of that, Nick. I think, for me, Ethereum's going to do well in the short term. I think it's going to have its day, but as it has its day, I kind of feel, and we've said this many times, that it's going to damage itself. I do believe that they're going to fix the scaling issues and the gas fees and all that sort of stuff, but it's going to take so long. Like, if you're running a business, we run a business, Nick. Yeah. Would we wait for the service that we've been on for the last few years to catch up in good faith that they're going to be able to? Or am I going to, get my business secure on a better platform that's, hasn't got the gas fees issues and the scaling issues? I know exactly what I'm going to do. It's business at the end of the day. I'm going to secure my little world on the Cardano platform, because that's going to be the place to go do it.
And as time will tell. We're partners in our business, so yeah, we would both have our decisions to be made there, and make our votes accordingly. But you're right. Why pay more for a product that is worse? Yeah, or why pay more for less is probably the point that's being made here, right? Yeah, exactly. Who in their right mind is going to do that? Like, do you stay with your broadband provider if you were still on dial-up? No, you wouldn't. In good faith that they're going to eventually, get broadband. No, you're not going to. You can't expect people to either. That's exactly it. Yeah. So it's a problem, and they are trying to do things. Ethereum 2.0 and even the most recent stuff around trying to reduce the Ethereum fees, but the miners don't like that, obviously, because then Ethereum price goes down and all that kind of stuff. So lots going on, lots of things to kind of consider, but with this, but ultimately I think Charles is right. Ethereum is unsustainable in its current status, and that will have to change. A failure to change will mean that Ethereum will fail to survive. And it's as simple as that. So guys, hopefully you found this video useful, informative. If you have, hit the like button. We both appreciate that. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Above and beyond that, if you're interested in more Cardano news, do go ahead and check out the Cheeky Cardano channel. Links in the description, and it was also on our main page where you can find it there. I was going to say as well, don't forget you can delegate to the Cheek pool using the ticker Cheek, currently performing at a whopping 7.81%. So some juicy rewards, guys. Fantastic. And with all that said, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.